What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist. Blessed be that I'm sitting next to
Gershwan.
And we really got to praise the Emperor because it's for the greater.
You did say blessed be, so I thought you were talking about blessed Bridget B. Yeah, which is a person that we haven't talked about in a really long time.
That's true.
Bridget B, I hope you're doing well.
She retired, didn't she?
She was a Trump supporter.
Oh, okay.
It's not same thing. This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, please comment down in the comment section below. If you have a question for us, please comment and down in the comment section below. Put question for your question because we get to those questions first. Also, YouTube rolled out a long time ago a super thanks button. If you guys want to support the channel, you can give us a super thanks. We usually use that to just buy more Bridget B videos. So just that's our addiction. Bridget B.
Yeah, and we get to those first. So if you guys have a question with your super thanks, we'll answer those for show.
For show.
And speaking of super thanks, Oscar has done just that. He says, how would Custodes stack up against a Primarch? So we have something similar to this. It was basically just it was a Custode and a Primarch. I forget which one, but they were training. And for a split second, the Adeptus Custodes got the best of the Primarch. But that means really nothing.
Yeah.
Like they're just training. It could be that,
It doesn't an off day.
Yeah, it was an off day. Something caught his attention. A Primarch could be just so strong they don't even have to think about it, and then the Custode just took advantage of that. So,
yeah, and I think the important thing too to remember is that it's one of those situations. Whenever anybody asks us a question of like who would win, A or B, I go back to that one History Channel show where it's like the lion versus the tiger, or the gorilla versus the bear.
Yeah.
And it was like 90% of the time the bear will fuck up the gorilla. But like there's always that 10% chance, and I think that's the same thing. Like,
yeah.
So the Custode getting the best of the Primarch is that 10%, or 9, 10,
whatever it could be. Things also change depending if it's a named character. Yeah. So obviously, if you have Guilliman going up against a no-name custodian, Guilliman's gonna come out on top. You're never gonna see some nobody best a named character, which is why I don't think that Dorn is dead. I mean, yeah, you could say he died against the hordes of the Chaos Marines and demons and whatnot, but it's like, is he really dead? No.
Yeah, I that is a headcanon thing that he is not dead, and he will come back for sure.
Right.
It would be amazing if he came back, like, because there's one loyalist and 3 traitor Primarchs back on the tabletop. It would be awesome if we get Rogel Dorn, because that would be like out of, like, I would not expect that at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, good question, and thank you so much for the super thanks. Again, if you have a question that you guys want to ask us, and you want us to make sure to answer it and have it be like a exclusive thumbnail type of thing, please give us or send us over super thanks. Next question, kind of on the topic of Rogel Dorn, is by Irish Monster 81. Is the Exorcist chapter a successor of Dorn or Grey Knights?
So for the longest time, it was unknown. Like, we didn't know what they were. It was just speculation. But they were what? Blanks?
Yeah.
They were blanks, and they were really good against fighting against chaos demons and whatnot.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the thing that sucked about, like, from edition to edition and the changes from, like, when we started playing to, like, nowadays, there are a lot more answers.
Correct.
I don't like that. I don't like the fact that, like, it used to be like, oh, the Exorcist might be Grey Knight's successor chapter. That ambiguity was enough for you to run with and kind of homebrew your own Exorcist chapter or your own, like, successor chapter of the Grey Knights.
Yeah.
Now it's like, no, they're Imperial Fists.
Yep. It was confirmed in a White Dwarf, I believe, if that's correct. But yeah, which kind of sucks because I think they also took away the blank thing too.
Yeah.
So now they're not blanks, they're just akin to fighting chaos and demons for some reason.
It doesn't mean that you can't treat them as like a successor chapter, because another thing about the cool thing about like the Imperium is that a lot of the lore, you could argue, is outdated, not correct, things like that.
Yeah, because we get them through the viewpoint of the Imperium, and the Imperium, they've gotten things wrong before.
Yeah.
Not just that, but the thing that could mean something else is that for the longest time, Grey Knights were supposed to be secretive.
Yeah.
So maybe the front that they were putting up is that no, they're a successor of, the Imperial Fists. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Technically, Imperial Fists, but...
Correct. Next question comes from Dirt Life. Which Primarch has to come back next to the Imperium, or next in the Imperium to stand a chance? Yeah, kind of what we were just mentioning.
Yeah.
3 traitors, 1 loyalist.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter which Primarch has to come back because they're all kind of on the same
Power level?
Power level, yeah. I think it's just what the the things surrounding the return of the Primarchs that's important. Like, I don't think we'll see Leman Russ come back because it was stated that if Leman Russ comes back, that means it's the Wolf time,
Right.
or the beginning of the end, or like Ragnarok, or whatever it's supposed to be. So I think because of that, unfortunately, Leman Russ won't be showing up till much later. But there's other Primarchs that don't have that type of stigma attached to them, like Dorn, the Lion, Vulcan, Korax. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I do think, though, that, so if the Lion came back, if Korax came back, they wouldn't have such a big impact in the entire storyline like Gilliman did. Mm-hmm. Because they have very, specific goals.
Yes.
Like, the Lion's goal is to get rid of the Fallen,
Mm-hmm.
conquer Luther, do all that thing. So, if he came back, that storyline is specifically going to have to be geared towards that.
Right.
Same thing with, Corvus Corax, and it's trying to fix the mutations that his people or his
Legion had.
Yeah.
The Raptor Project.
Yeah, and then you said Lionel Johnson, or no, not Lionel Johnson, Leman Russ.
Mm-hmm.
It's Wolfen times. So yeah, I think Rogaldorn, Sanguinius. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That would be they can kind of take over whatever. You think?
Well, I mean, Sanguinius technically is dead.
Well, technically, yeah.
The thing is, those Horus Heresy novels aren't out yet, but I mean, officially, he's dead. But from what we've been seeing, maybe it's he's in stasis, he's in a near-death state. Maybe the Sanguinors, a psychic presence being brought back. We've heard rumors that 10th edition will feature the return of Sanguinius in some shape, way, or form. But again, rumors. Yeah. We won't know until these Horus Heresy books come out and cement the lore in actual concrete.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Next one.
This one would be by Fraser Wingate. Which Primarch would have been most likely to fall for a pyramid scheme?
I feel like Vulcan, because he's so nice, and he would just be I have everything. Sure, I'll give you $500 to buy Tupperware. Is Tupperware a
I feel like it is,
scheme?
yeah. Because I usually think of you have selling parties and stuff like that, and you definitely have Tupperware parties.
Yeah. Or selling knives.
Yes. Those knives that look like a rainbow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ben Williams has a good comment that he put to answer your question, and he said Magnus. Get it? Because pyramids?
Yes. He's at the top.
Yeah. But I believe Prospero is no more, so no more pyramid schemes for Magnus.
That's why he would be but if you get to tier red, you could enter the planet of the sorcerer.
Yeah.
Way better than Prospero. It's Tisca.
Tisca. Yeah.
Tisca. Next question comes from the big one. On weekends, I hang out at the bus station in the hopes of spotting my long-lost dad, and then I go to the soup kitchen for some cold meat and stale cookies. What fun activities do you guys enjoy on your day off? That took a weird turn.
Yeah, I was not expecting the fun activities. Yeah, I mean, I don't go the extra mile to go outside. It's hot.
It is hot, yeah.
But usually I've been reading up on the Horus Heresy lately. On the off days, I play a little Elden Ring on the PlayStation, but that's about it.
Yeah, the thing that sucks is we have been doing Warhammer 40K YouTube videos
for so long.
Forever. Yeah. We haven't played 40K in a really long time. I haven't built, painted, or done anything like that. I would say over a year.
Mm-hmm.
So to say that I'm in the hobby, I think is not true.
It's a stretch.
Yeah.
I definitely don't, let's say we stop recording and I go, oh, I can't wait to see what 40K stuff I find myself doing.
Yeah, no.
No, it's become a job.
Although within the last like week and a half, I really have been getting back into like the YouTube 40K thing. And not even 40K, just like the hobby thing. I kind of talked about it before, but there's some YouTubers that I've been following, specifically terrain builders and kit bashers, and I wish I had their names, but they're not going to come up because that's usually what happens. But it's like Brian build something or something like Matt build something. So that one is really good. Oh, Eons of Battle is always a really good one.
Yeah,
like,
I've been watching them lately too.
a lot, yeah. So that one's really good. And that gets me back into the hobby, not so much the lore or anything else. That's just, like you said, a job.
Yeah. It's really cool seeing like all these other bat reps because we haven't played in so long, so it's cool to see other people playing.
Yeah.
40K in 40 minutes, the play on tabletop guys. Whew. If you guys haven't seen them, like check out their production value. It is like top notch.
Yes. Sound off in the comments and let us know what YouTube hobbyist you guys watch. Like we just said, I'm big on terrain and kit bashing, so if you guys have any good recommendations, let me know. And
Yeah. Let us know, guys. This has been the Sound Alchemist.
Gershwin.
And keep those questions coming. Peace.
Oh, if you could put my freedom